Okay. Are we live? We are live. We have a live sign on.
Right.
No viewers, no viewers. Live now. So let's click that. Oh, I need to mute that. Top chat.
Gonna make me laugh.
Live chat. Yes. So we've got a couple of viewers. We've got All About Fragrances joined in.
Never. Not Josh.
Yeah.
Not Josh.
Yeah.
The main man, Josh.
The main man. Dear. And
what
Mark.
Time is it in
hello.
the USA then?
Yeah. Josh, what time is it over there? We're doing it. Nigel, we're doing it. We're really doing it.
Are we on?
Yeah, you know, right. What I think, if you want to see the live chat, bear with us, guys. We're real newbies at this. I've only ever joined live conversations. So we are trying to work this out. Nigel, if you open up a separate browser.
Open up a separate browser.
Go to my YouTube channel.
Go to your YouTube channel.
Hey, Greg. How you doing? I was just talking about you in a video today, which you'll see soon.
Is that Greggy Boy or?
Yeah, Greggy Boy's in. Yeah,
Greggy Boy's in. Oh,
we are blessed with some fantastic YouTubing talent.
Exactly.
And Greg.
So what do you want me to do then?
So go to my YouTube channel.
Go to your YouTube channel.
Yeah, go to my videos, and you should see this live that we're doing right now.
Right. So we should see your live once we go to your. Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So once that logs it, so you'll have to mute it.
Mute it.
Yeah.
Hold on, mate. Oh, just bear with me.
Yeah, bear with us, guys. God. So, yeah, Riz Ladore, really enjoyed it. That's my scent of the evening. I'm actually wearing the Oud Luwak. I saw Fragrance View just re-uploaded a video about it, and it suddenly inspired me to put it on as my scent of the evening. Really rich coffee scent, gorgeous. So I think Nigel is just trying to sort the technical thing. Well, his wife is trying to sort the technical things out his end so he can see the live chat as we're going through. So how's everyone doing? What's everyone wearing? Josh, what's your scent of the day today? On the bog. Nice one, Dave. I mean, Rich. Yeah, no. Well, that's what we're talking about, Greg. I just wanted to just speak to Nigel about the experiences he went through making that video, and I thought, well, why not do it live? Why not let everyone see it? Yes, good choice. A Fez 1984 Intense. Really good one. Okay, a bit of Byredo. Zax. Don't know that one. How is it? How's it compared to the other Byredos? Scared Evil. I think Killian's Black Phantom sounds like the perfect choice, given your name. Black Phantom's awesome. Love it. Izumiyaki. Oh, Scott, where did you order it from? People have been struggling to find that. Ideal Parfum. We've lost Nigel. Whispered Myths. Yeah, bit of oud from Imaginary Authors. I've not tried that Acqua di Parma actually, Greg. Is that the Blue Mediterraneo line? Herod. Yes. It's a good one. One of my favorite PDMs. So just while Nigel is trying to sort his shit out on his end, the reason that we're doing this live is we're just going to talk. I just wanted to talk briefly to Nigel about his experiences making his he's left making his video today. I don't know if anyone has watched that. It needs more views. We need to get Nigel some more views because he's put a lot of time and effort into this video. He's reviewing a fragrance called Black Influence by Suskin, which is awesome. I'm going to film a review of that one soon. Yeah, $18.99. It does. It's like a little more refined version of Spice Bomb. It's good. It's good. Ernest, thank you for always commenting on my videos. It doesn't go unnoticed. Thank you, man. I really appreciate your support. You're a good one. So you're wearing a Leucoam. Oh, you're trying to swap it. Okay, do you not like it? Do you not? What about Tuscan leather? Do you like Tuscan leather any better, or Nigel? I know you've lost it, but just, you know, if you can find your way back onto the Hangouts. Oh, he's caught. Yes, Nigel's back. Did you have any luck opening the other browser with the video so you can see the live chats?
I did, but you couldn't hear me.
Oh.
So I'll keep it like this. You can read any questions out to me.
But did you mute yourself in Hangouts? You only need to mute the video on my channel when you're watching it, so it doesn't interfere.
God, no.
Don't mute yourself on Hangouts, otherwise I won't be able to hear you.
I don't know.
Couple of YouTube live newbies here. This is Car Crash TV.
You got to mute me.
No, don't mute. Right. Don't mute yourself, otherwise I won't hear you.
How do we do that?
All you need to do is, when you open the other browser and watch my video, you just mute that video so you're not hearing that. Don't mute yourself in Hangouts. And he's gone again. Why does he keep going? Ah, yes. Yes, Sycamore. Beautiful, Vetiver. Beautiful. Scott, so you found an eBay seller selling the Noir Ambre Issey Miyake. Did you get a good price on that, or was it astronomical? God, Nigel, where are you? Nigel, where are you? He's
right.
Back. Yeah.
I've tried what you did. It's not working, so we'll just do it this way, and then you can just read any comments or whatever out to me, mate.
Let's do that. Yeah. I mean, I don't want this to be a 3-hour epic or anything.
No, definitely not. No.
I've got some Netflix to watch pretty soon. So
no worries, mate. No worries.
Yeah, Greg, that's where I picked up. Greggy boys, we're just talking about Noir Ambre while you're trying to sort your technical shit out, and right. So we're killing some time. So yeah, Greg, I picked it up for about the same price because it was about £52, and then there was 20%. So I got it for about 43 as well, which was a good price, and I don't think I would have wanted to pay more than that. You know what? If I owned about 5 fragrances, designers, and I bought that, I think I would have been really, really happy with Noir Ambre. But because I've got other fragrances that are a bit more interesting, a bit more complex, I enjoyed it, but I know that there are fragrances in a similar category that I would reach for.
Is that the Miyake one you're on?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I got the impression that it was okay, and nothing more.
Yeah. It's no Black Influence.
Yeah.
I didn't end up having an affair with it.
No. You're a star, mate. You are.
We will get into some behind the scenes chat. There's a couple of questions coming up at the moment. So guys, yeah, we really, what we're doing today is wanted to try and keep this on topic about being a chat about making YouTube videos, about the behind the scenes. So any content creators in the chat, feel free to pipe up with your experiences. If anyone wants to ask any questions, mainly based on YouTube setups, where we film them, how we film them, what equipment we use, and also please go and watch Nigel's video from his channel. That's 2 cents worth that he uploaded today. It's his first foray into a really Triple Ink and Fragrance Apprentice inspired video, which was a beautiful, poetic artistic, creative video. It actually blew me away. I didn't know I had it in you, Nigel.
No, mate.
So we will.
10 hours of work, mate. 10 hours of work for 10 minutes.
So we'll just go through a couple of questions before they get lost. O2XB, have you always been into fragrances, or is it something you got into later in life? Yeah, I mean, I got in deep later in life. Yeah, I've always, ever since I've been, you know, a young teenager, I've always been interested in wearing fragrances. You know, you're always interested in if you can spray something on and it makes the girls like you a little bit more. That's always of interest to a teenage boy going through puberty. Yeah, always had them, always worn them. And then as I've got a bit of older and had a little bit more money, then I could go into department stores and pick up some full bottles of stuff and really start to explore things a little more. I mean, I've said in other videos, but I've got a good friend, Ben, who's really into his fragrances, and a few years ago I remember him saying, have you tried Oud Wood by Tom Ford? And he told me the price, and I looked the other way and forgot all about it. And then as I started getting a bit more into it, I saw Oud Wood at a duty-free in the airport, sprayed it on, and it blew me away. I just thought, wow, okay, that is why it's so expensive, because it smells that good. And then that just really got me into finding other scents that would blow me away in the same way. And I kind of just wanted to share my experiences of doing that on my YouTube channel.
For me, it was 1 million. 1 million was the one that got me into fragrances, yeah.
Okay.
Before that, it was all body spray. Body spray.
Yeah,
I wasn't big into fragrances as a youngster. It was all body spray. The Lynx, the Brutes, the Insignias.
Yeah.
I think you're too young to remember that, and Harley Davidsons, I was spray all that over me.
No, I remember Brute and Old Spice. I remember my one of my earliest memories is round at my nana and granddad's house, and I remember in the bathroom they had this little cabinet thing on the wall, like an open shelf, and there was a bottle of Splash on Brute in there. Yeah. I probably splashed a little bit on when I was about 6, just to try it out, you know. Why not?
Brute was the good one back in the day.
It's all right. It's all right. Get you some compliments.
It did back in the day, mate.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah, Lynx Africa. That was my favorite Lynx, actually, or Axe for anyone in the States. It's a good one.
Lynx Africa was my favorite as well.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is, for everybody here who isn't aware of Nigel and Nigel's channel, I'm just going to put his channel name in the. Oh, you know what? Even better. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do a direct link to his channel if I can, and then anyone who isn't subscribed to Nigel, you can go along and check his channel out, because we're talking about a great short film that he uploaded onto his channel today, and I would love you all to be able to see that. If you've not yet seen it, then you can listen to this live, and then you can go and watch the video that Nigel's uploaded about a really fantastic fragrance. So just finding you, Nigel, on my
Black Influence Susking.
There you go. Got you copied. So let's go back. And
for anyone that's wondering, this wasn't a sponsored video. I bought this. This wasn't sent to me or anything. I bought this, and this is my own opinion. So anyone that thinks like, oh, he's doing this because he wants some views, blah, blah, blah. Nah, I bought this myself.
Yeah. After I sent you a little sample. Yes, you
sent me the sample, mate. You got me into it. And that will be actually in one of my future videos, Friends and Fragrances.
Oh, right. I like the sound of that. That sounds cool.
Yeah. If it wasn't for you, I would not have tried this. So
okay,
that's a future video for mine.
I love the slightly different video ideas. I think anything that is a refreshing change is great. So
That's
friends
hard
and
to do at the
fragrances.
moment. I mean, there's so many of us at the moment. I mean, when even when I did my video, I said like when people are sat on sofas behind tables, or it becomes a bit monotonous. No matter what you say or what you do,
Yeah,
it's still, you get all the information you want, but it's samey, samey, samey. You can get all that same information, which reviewer does it.
yeah, yeah.
I think now and then it's got to have that something different.
I must admit, I do like to try and find an angle on most of the stuff that I do.
And you do it well. You do it exceptionally well.
Well, thank you, mate. I mean, it's sometimes when you want to review a fragrance, sometimes there's no different angle. There's no creative angle to go with it. Sometimes there is, but I just push through and try and make it an entertaining review anyway. And then when something comes along in it and I get an idea of doing something a little more creative, then that I'll take that opportunity. But every video can't be the same like you did. It's too much work. You can't. You'd be releasing one video every 2 months.
You'd be just burnt out.
You did that. A couple of questions. Greggy Boy's asking, where can you get Black Influence? Where did you order it from?
I got it from their website,
right?
Susking, but I think it's at Door Perfumes, is it?
Yeah, Door Perfumes. That's in the States though. Greg, you're probably better ordering it directly from Suskin's website. It's about
€43.
Yeah. What did you pay shipping on that? Because it came from France, didn't it?
Free
shipping from France.
Yeah,
that is
free.
That is bloody amazing.
It's about about 39 quid, something like that. I don't know. All in total, about 39 quid.
I mean, you can't grumble at that. You're going to get a
30 mil.
30 mil eau de parfum, isn't it?
Yeah,
yeah. And it's a really smooth, almost. It's not listed as booze, but I love how you alluded to that in that poetic way.
I smell booze.
Yeah. Well, I remember I was doing an Instagram live with the Gent of Scent, and I said I got it reminded me of drinking a Jack Daniels and Coke, because you got the booziness and you got that nice little Coca-Cola vibe as well.
I think there's some iris in here as well, because I get certainly a lipsticky sort of
vibe to this,
and Coca-Cola.
Yes. So Josh is asking, what's that price in USD? Is that going to be about $50 or something?
I don't know, mate. You're way out of my league now, mate. I can hardly do
euros. I think the dollars is just a little higher than the pounds, isn't it? So it'd be about $50.
Yeah, about 50. Yeah, I'd say about $50. Yeah.
Okay. Fab Trends Maya has. Were you saying you have the fresh skinned one, which is also very nice? And I think with all the Suskins, they all have this. They all have the same through line running through them, and that is that they have this soft projection.
Subtle, aren't they?
Subtle, but not weak.
No.
In any way. They just don't. Greg's ordered it already. There we go. Influencers doing their job.
Yeah.
So they will project close in, but just they're not massive projectors. But the longevity is amazing.
Goes on and on and on.
I first sprayed the Suskin fragrances and I thought, okay, really nice, but it's kind of soft projection, quite subtle. I thought it would fizzle out after a couple of hours, but it goes on and lasts.
I sprayed some on just to make sure I'd got it right on my video today at about 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I'm still going, mate. I'm still going now. What time is it now? 9, half 9, 10. I don't know. It's still going.
So Nigel, let me get this right. You uploaded a video to YouTube telling the world about this fragrance, and then a few hours after you'd uploaded it, you decided you'd check just to see if you'd got the information right.
Well, it's not that. It's just, because I just wanted to make sure, because I've worn this about 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
But when you put something out like this as a definite, because I'm saying after an hour and so, this changes.
Yeah.
You've got to be absolutely sure that you are right.
Yeah.
And I did it. I just wanted to make sure. because
I've done the same, mate. I'm just pulling your leg.
it's just a way of
Yeah.
just making yourself, you know what I mean? Just
Because if there's a real glaring error, you can always pull it down.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, I stand by everything I said on that video. I'm not the greatest fan of the opening, to be fair.
Yeah.
You know, and I said that on the video, and I said that to them as well. But after an hour or so, things start to change.
Yeah.
It's quite a unique opening, but it's like I've smelt it before.
Okay.
But it doesn't blow me away, the opening. But after it starts to die down, then I'm in love, mate. There's no other way of saying I'm in love. After it starts to die down, I am in love with this fragrance.
It is a real beauty. Question here, Scott Ramsey, best Alexandria fragrance out at the moment. You know, I'm really impressed with the quality of Alexandria. The one that I'm reaching for most at the moment is Hafez 1984. The notes are right up my street. It's very similar to Parfums de Marly's Carlisle, which I love. I think it's my favorite Parfums de Marly fragrance.
Chris, if you had to pick one, would you pick that one or the Intense?
Well, I will be doing a review very soon, but I would be going for the original.
Radio, mate.
Yeah, but my full thoughts will be revealed in a video soon.
Yeah. On the spot. Sorry, mate.
So we've got around 30 viewers now, and we want to wrap this up fairly soon. So let's get into the process of you making this this triumphant video that you released today, Nigel. What was the title? The
Fragrance Affair.
Fragrance Affair. A very very Fragrance Apprentice style title.
Yeah,
I thought nice homage. So when you first smelled Black Influence, was it the fragrance itself that made you that started you on this creative process of producing a more artistic kind of video, or was it something that you had in mind already and you were just waiting for the right fragrance to come along?
It was the fragrance itself. If somebody sent me now a fragrance and said, "Can you do another type of video with that?" I would have to say no, because it came from the fragrance. All the ideas came from the fragrance itself.
Yeah.
What it meant to me, how it affected me. So anything else in the future will nothing be like what I've just done, ever, because that was just for Black Influence.
Yeah.
And if I was to ever do another one of these, this would have to be with a fragrance that was something that was special, because it's hard to put into words, actually, because I actually started out doing this video as 3 locations and 3 nice views, if you like. Then things started to just fall into place as I went on.
Yeah.
And there was actually one location I actually had to revisit 3 times to get it right.
Yeah.
Because once it went on and on and on, it took a different direction. There was one location that I had to travel. It was a 60-mile round trip.
Sorry, Nigel. Before it gets lost, Joshua from Scent Sense is on. He's supposed to be working, but he's saying 2 cents worth. Miss you, pal. So he's
good
shouting
man.
you out there.
Man. I always watch this. Yeah, he's a good man.
So you had to go back to this location 3 times to get the scene in the
right,
bag. To
get the mood right, because there was some footage that I'd done that it just wasn't right. It didn't fit in with the rest of the film, if you like.
Okay.
So
which location was that?
That was the one on the bridge.
Yeah.
You know, I think you see me walking. I mean, there was one where I was actually in the dark.
Yeah. And
I actually went on Instagram, and I was streaming at 7 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't get light till about 10 to 8.
Yep, saw it.
And I wanted to actually get a silhouette of a guy walking in the distance. And I actually took about four takes of that to get the light right. There was some that was too dark, some that was too light.
Yeah.
And the one I actually did was about right. So you can see the silhouette, but it was quite dark.
Yeah.
And these are the things I had in my head, but at the start they weren't there. It all sort of come together once the 3 locations were done.
Yeah,
it was like, right, here we are. I've got the basis now of what I want to do, but then it was all about putting the touches to it that made it how it was.
yeah.
And so that's why I had to go back to different locations, and the editing took forever and a mile.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a planned from A and I got a finished product. It was as I went along, things changed.
So it's very much a natural, organic process inspired by the fragrance, and that's the best way to create art. You know, the fragrance was your muse, and it inspired you to create this little work of art that you have done. And that's the way it should be. You know, that's how every great song, I guess, is written, and every great fragrance is composed is by someone being inspired by something to produce this art
Black
form.
influence helps as well.
Yeah,
that name is a great name to deal with.
Yeah. Have Suskin seen the video? Do you know?
Yes, they're very, very pleased with it, and
yeah.
I mean, I've been in touch with them for for say a couple of months, and I always said, like, once I bought it that I would do a video, and I've kept my word.
Yeah.
And like I said, I will reiterate this: I was not given this fragrance. I bought this with my own money. So,
yeah.
But like I say, when I first smelled Black Influence, I wasn't blown away. So it wasn't a love at first sniff, but the longer it went on, the more I got to love it. And now to me, it's one of my best dry downs in my collection.
A man's just saying, what's this live about? So if you missed the start, Nigel's put out a video, which is a review of a fragrance called Black Influence, but it inspired him to put out a much more creative and artistic video than usual that required a lot of time, a lot of effort. So I just wanted to talk to Nigel about the inspiration behind this video and his experiences during the shoot. So a bit of a behind the scenes video. And then if anyone's got any other questions about behind the scenes filming of YouTube videos, then we'll maybe take a few of those at the end.
Chris, I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
Have I inspired you to do something like this?
Yes, you have.
Because I would love to see you do a short film. I really would, because I honestly think you could do something extremely special.
Yeah, I'd love to, actually. I mean, I was watching yours today and I thought, why have I not yet done this?
Yeah.
So I think the problem is, as you've talked about, the planning and the execution and the editing is just a massive task.
Massive project.
And I'm trying to, you know, my schedule is to try and put 2 videos out a week.
Yeah. Try and fit it in.
Yeah. So I almost don't have the time to stop that output. Yeah. Or I would have to stop that output to think about what I was going to do and think about making a video like that. So I think I will do. I think it's like you. I think I will maybe wait until the right fragrance inspires me to do something like that.
Yeah.
Rather than just crowbarring any fragrance into that idea.
Totally agree.
I think, you know, I'm not going to rush out tomorrow and think, right, I'm going to shoot something like that. Yeah.
It won't like that.
Yeah, you know, and I want,
you know, you're gonna have the.
Yeah, and I want an idea to naturally occur to me. I don't want to think, okay, what can I do for the sake of emulating this artistic fragrance video style of Triple Ink, of Fragrance Apprentice. I don't want to just do something for the sake of it. I want to, if I do,
show through, mate. It will show through.
Yeah.
If you haven't got the passion for the fragrance, it will show.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's a few fragrances that, you know, there's Oud Wood, and that was a big game changer for me. All right, Greg, thanks for dropping in. Really appreciate it. Let us know how you get on with Black Influence. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that one.
Blame me if it's wrong.
Yeah, so there's, you know, I love Enigma, Roger Parfums. Those 2 fragrances are fragrances that you know, really kind of move me, I suppose, a little bit.
But that's something that you've not done on your channel yet, isn't it?
No. I mean, so I'm saying I could already make a video like that talking about a fragrance in a different context, a fragrance that I've already talked about, perhaps. So
yeah, I think you've got it in you, mate, to actually do something spectacular. And I'm not
you know
just
it.
saying that because people are watching, because you're artistic and you are very, very creative. And to be honest, to all the people that are watching, I'm quite an amateur at this, and this was my first attempt. So if I've done this at my first attempt, what can you do? Think about it.
The thing is, it scares me a little bit because if I embark on a project like that, I know what I'm letting myself in for, and it's many hours of
oh yeah,
of work, which I would enjoy every second of it. But I just, you're committing to a certain
totally
time
agree,
frame when you embark on a piece like that. So in your video, Nigel, the scene where you drop your bottle of Black Influence into was it a puddle?
Yeah.
I was like,
the first
what?
time I got it, it landed on a stone, so I was quite lucky it didn't smash. So I had to actually move to a different puddle. Yeah, so it didn't all go to plan. All this, I tell you, it was a bit of luck involved.
What? So the idea was initially to have
yes,
it land
yes.
in the puddle to get this water shot.
I mean, that water shot actually took 3 takes. The throw in the air. So if you can imagine, in the air, I've got to get it with my phone.
Yeah.
And then obviously when it lands, that's a different still. So I've got a tripod for that one. So alone, them 3 shots took, I don't know, it wasn't 5 minutes, but it's more than 10 minutes because, you got to throw it right. It's got to spin.
Yeah.
You got your hand in the shot.
But I mean, that's a real filmmaker way to think, because you're thinking, what shots do I need to tell that little bit of the story? You've almost storyboarded it in your head.
Oh yeah.
So and you're thinking about the edit as well.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, it's if that natural process came to you and you came up with the idea of doing that, then I think you've got a little bit of the filmmaking brain about you, because it's
it's not easy to pull off, mate.
No.
And I think I told you in private message, the last piece where I'm actually sat on just a bit of decking or whatever.
Yeah.
Was right by a main road.
Oh, right.
And that took 13 takes, because every time I started to talk, a lorry, a car would come past and just drown me out. And you'll find, if you look at the video now, you'll see that towards the end, I'm rushing because I know there's a lorry coming. 13 takes to say, what was it? 15 seconds of speech.
Yeah.
13 takes, mate, because a lorry would come past, and it's just not that easy, mate.
Did you were there any passers-by that were showing an interest in what you were doing? Yeah.
I've had a runner who, when I was doing the one there's actually like a little woody place where I was doing a narrow galloway, and I was there talking about something, and a runner comes past and spoilt the shot.
Yeah.
I've had a guy where the first part of the video where I'm at the water and the log, thinking I was taking pictures of birds. What else did I have? There was actually when I was taking pictures of the birds at the water place, thinking I was like a bird watcher, and they all come up to you and want to talk to you. Yeah. What you actually see is only probably a third of the filming I actually took.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. And you can go out with a handheld camera, and you can take pictures, and no one will blink an eye. No one's interested. As soon as you put that camera on a tripod, suddenly it looks a little bit different to people, and they think something strange is going on, and they become very inquisitive about what you're doing. I had
know what you're doing.
Yeah, I was filming the Noir Ambre, the Issey Miyake review the other week, and I was filming it on a lane just opposite my parents' house. And it's a very popular bridle way. There was horse riders, mountain bikers, walkers. One dog was with a couple of runners, and it wouldn't even go past me because my camera on the tripod was set up in the middle of the lane, and the dog thought it was some strange. Well, I don't know what it thought it was, but it was something that was so foreign to it that it couldn't work it out, and it wouldn't pass me because it didn't know what this camera on the tripod was. And then I had this lady walk past me, and she said, I pretend to fiddle with the camera so I don't have to, like, you know, look them in the eye and engage with them. And she said something like, "Oh, are you taking some pictures?" I said, yeah, just taking some pictures, yeah. And she said, "Oh, what of the wildlife?" Said, yeah. So, and then I go, yeah, something like that. And then she just stopped and she looked at me and she said, "You're not going to tell me what you're doing, are you?" I'm like, "Well, you have no right to know what I'm doing, really. It's just, you know, I've been polite."
No
and
idea what we actually go through, do they, to film these things?
Because if I had said, "Yeah,
Hi,
hi, say hi."
Oh, hi, how you doing?
It's FRAG-MENTAL.
Because if I had said to this lady, "Oh yeah, I'm making a video about a fragrance that I'm reviewing," that would have just led to 50 more questions that I didn't have time to stop and answer. So
I had the same thing, because when this guy stopped me and said, like, "Are you taking pictures of finches and all that?" I said, "No, I'm a fragrance reviewer." What? And then I actually explain what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And to where I'm uploading it. And he says, "What, like perfume?" Yeah, like perfume, but it's fragrance for men. "Oh, like this bottle here." And he picked me bottle up. He picked me bottle up, actually, off the log. I wasn't filming at the time, but yeah, like
right.
that. But I mean, it's just one of these things that people just can't comprehend, can they? That, you know.
Yeah.
And I get embarrassed, to be honest, because I mean, people took a laugh at me. I mean, Josh from all the fragrance, like, and when I put this behind the scenes of how I had to run to my mark, and run across them. The reason I'm running is because there's nobody about. Because if I hang about, people are going to walk into shot, and and you have to do these things in public places, and it's not easy, is it? It's not easy to do these things in public places without getting people in the shot.
Yeah. I usually try and find. Oh, hey, Manny, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Cascade Sense in the house. Oh, right. With that being said, let's continue with the dead ass. Yeah, I mean, if I'm filming in an outside location, I'll usually try and do it somewhere that I know is going to be secluded.
I try.
Yeah, or I filmed one at the beautiful location in the centre of York at the Museum Gardens.
Yeah.
And I went first thing in the morning to film it, and there was still, you know, the odd person walking around in the background, but I think you obviously went to your locations really early in the morning as well.
Definitely,
yeah, it's the best. Definitely, you do, yeah.
You know, I mean, you can't do it in a crowded, you know, else people are going to be walking in the shot, asking you question after question. And to be honest with you, my eyes just sort of wander. If people are walking towards me, I'll be looking to the left or the right.
Yeah.
You know, and it just spoils the shot, doesn't it? You know, so.
Manny, we're just talking about Nigel's video today and general behind the scenes stuff of filming our videos in exterior locations and the funny things that happen and the experiences that we go through, and any video really, whether it's at home. So so yeah, did you always intend to have that little bit at the beginning of the video where you were sat on the swing and you were introducing it? No.
If it was left to me, and I was confident that people would have got the whole video, I would have left that part out. But because it's of my subscriber base, I didn't feel that they would have got it all.
Right.
You know, my regular stuff, you know, people who come in and watch, I don't think they would have got it. So I had to explain what was going on, why it was going on, and what was happening, if you like.
Yeah. Because
I would have liked that video to have been 6 minutes long rather than 10. But I don't think I could have left that without explaining what the hell was going on, because
sure,
it's so strange
I get
for
you.
my channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fragrance view in the house as well. Evening, Peter. You've inspired me to wear the Arise Dore Oud Luwak tonight because I saw you re-uploaded the video and I
Is that
haven't
the
got.
one you liked? Is that the one you really liked?
I like it, but it was Koh i Noor, the one that I
Yeah,
like
that's
the
the one
best
I'm.
out
That's
of.
the one I'm
Yeah,
interested in. Yeah.
musky white floral. But yeah, I'm wearing Luwak and it is it's really nice. Really, it's growing on me even more actually. The more I wear it, it's
Is
a
it a
beauty.
Russian house? Are they a Russian house?
I think it's Russian Adam that is the perfumer. I don't think he lives in Russia actually,
Oh,
but
right.
yes, I saw that the correct info. Yeah, it was a re-upload because Peter had some more info on the coffee, and yeah, how the coffee is harvested and treated for the fragrance all to be ethically sound.
Did Peter like them?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think yeah, Peter, you enjoyed the Original Dore, did you? Yeah, Koh-i-Noor was my favorite. The rose one was it was a beautiful fragrance, but it was just too rosy for me. It was the rose was a bit too prominent.
Stop! You're entitled not to like a fragrance, my friend.
Oh yeah.
You can't like everything.
Oh no. Yeah.
You're
So
allowed not
Peter
to
liked
like
them,
a
but not enough to
fragrance.
buy a full bottle.
Yeah, yeah. So rose isn't your thing. It's not mine either, to be honest. And if it's
No.
too much rose in an oud fragrance, I don't like that either. I don't like
Yeah.
skanky oud, but when rose dominates the oud as well, I don't
Yeah.
like that either. So
I'm doing a video actually. Suskind sent me their Sublime Oud.
all right.
Comes in this gorgeous flacon. It's you twist it. It's like a glass cylinder,
All
and
right.
you untwist it, and it's like a dabber stick which is attached to the lid, and
Yeah.
that's how you apply the oil. And it is serious oud. This is as barnyard as it gets.
Oh, right.
Really, really skanky.
Do you like it?
Not on its own, no. I couldn't wear it on
I
I
can't like. I don't like barnyard oud at all. It's just
yeah, it is
it's a
too
no
much
go
for
for
me.
me.
Yeah. I took the dabber and held it under my daughter's nose. And I should have videoed it because I said, would you like that? What does the smell remind you of? And straight away she just said, horse poo.
Yeah, shit, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I did was I dabbed a little bit on my skin and then I layered it with Black Influence and
Yeah, you said that.
no,
Yeah, and you said it was nice. Yeah.
yeah, just it gave Black Influence just this bit more attitude,
Yeah.
even more of a backbone. It gave it this kind of animalic
Yeah.
bass, which just seems to work beautifully with these really sweet kind of boozy
So
chords.
what made you put them two together, or was it just I'll just try this?
Well, I just thought Suskin have sent me the oud. I'll try it
Yeah.
with one of their fragrances. My favorite one of theirs is Black Influence, so
yeah.
I'll try it. And so I messaged him, and he said yes. He really enjoys it with Extreme Wood. He said the Aventasy style fragrance that Suskin do.
Right, good.
So I'll be trying that one as well.
So Peter liked this house then, did he? Because obviously Peter's a bit picky, isn't he?
He liked it, but not enough for full bottle purchase.
Yeah, well, I mean, Peter's at the moment got this. He's more into the producing his own fragrance at the moment. He's got to be very careful what he buys now, hasn't he? Obviously, because of the expense involved. I mean,
yeah,
if you're going to produce your own fragrance, I mean, obviously you're going to be a bit more cautious on what you buy, aren't you? I mean,
yeah,
it's not cheap to do that, and he's doing that all on his own, isn't he? He's got no backing, he's got no Kickstarter or anything, has he? So
yeah, and I think that's amazing. Just like Naz that I did the video for. On Wednesday, he just was making a fragrance for himself, and he thought he was getting some compliments, so he thought he'd make it in a bigger batch and put it out there for people with no backing, and he spent thousands of pounds on creating this fragrance. So if he sells any of it, he might break even, but I don't think he's going to make a profit. But he was passionate about getting it out there and obviously recouping some of his costs. But we've got Jonathan from Luxor Fragrances joining us. I see Luxor Fragrances have been very active on Instagram today.
A nice new
last
branding.
couple of days.
Have you seen the new website, Chris? Have you seen the new website?
Oh, I haven't been on the website. I've seen the new packaging.
Mate, you're missing out. You are missing out.
Right, I will go to the website. I've had a busy day. Had a busy day today.
Yeah, he's turned a corner. He's definitely with the big boys now.
Okay. All right, I'll check it out. Yeah, Peter Peace is just saying that he can't afford to buy fragrances this year. No money left. And actually, that I was thinking of maybe trying to buy fewer bottles this year. I bought a shit ton of bottles last year, and I could sell them or I could decant them, which I may do because there's no way I'm going to use all the juice that I have.
Same here, mate.
So I'm thinking of maybe just doing a few more reviews from decants, just so I can really give it a good wearing. You know, I can have enough juice to be able to have an informed opinion on it. But not
Chris, let's be honest, mate. Let's be honest. As a reviewer, we have got too many bottles, too much juice. Yeah. We don't need it. We don't need it.
Yeah.
I mean, I have got close on 180 bottles of fragrance. If I died tomorrow, you could almost bury me in a coffin full of fragrance.
Yeah.
You know, it's ridiculous. Yes, we've got channels. Yes, we like to show full bottles. But it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You will never. How many full bottles have you actually used? Honestly.
In the last 12 months, 0.
Same here.
I've drained a few decants and samples, but often, and we've talked about this, if you want to put regular content out, you've got to be trying new fragrances all the time, and
obviously, yeah,
sometimes that might mean that you can't wear what you want because you want to put a new fragrance through its paces.
Tell me about it.
Like this evening, I've filmed something earlier today, and I've since I put my fragrance on earlier today, I've had a shower, and so I saw Peter's video and I thought, I'll put Oud Luwak on, and so it tends to be more in the evenings where I get to maybe just sit at home and put on what I enjoy, but through the daytimes it's often something that I want to wear for a review.
Yeah, it's constant testing. I mean, I'm constantly filled with different smells. My fragrance of the day will be probably up here, and whatever I'm testing is down here. And it's ridiculous. If you think about all the juice I've got in 180 bottles, I'm never, ever going to use them all. And I'm still buying more in.
No, I know. I think I could soon set up a business to rival Greggy Boy 76 with selling that samples and decants.
Same here.
Yeah, I'm going to have to start selling a few, I think.
I mean, it's ridiculous, really, isn't it? I mean, yeah, I know we've got channels, and I know we've got top 10s to do and all what. But for me, what I've got to start doing is reviewing them and getting rid. Not because I dislike them.
Yeah.
It's because they've served their purpose.
Yeah.
I mean, I often buy, I think, oh, that'll do good for my channel.
Yeah.
And then when I've reviewed them, they're still stuck on my shelf. And then I've got to wear them once a year, probably.
Yeah.
So it's not an easy thing, this review. And people think, oh, God, they get free bottles here, they get this, that, and the other. It's not that easy. It's not that easy.
I think we're going to start wrapping things up.
Okay, mate.
But if anyone's got any questions with regards to the behind the scenes in terms of filming the YouTube videos, when we do them, how much time they take, what equipment we use, anything like that, and any content creators that are in the chat, then feel free to throw up some.
For anyone interested, this
relevant
video took me a minimum of 10 hours. For 10 minutes, took 10 hours. That's
okay.
Traveling, filming, editing, 10 hours minimum.
Yeah.
For 10 minutes. And the first three minutes of that was nothing. So 7 minutes of actual film was probably 9 hours.
Yeah. To create something like that, it does take a lot of time. I think we're getting a few questions through, so let's read a few of these out. So O2XB is saying, have you ever used a smartphone to take your videos or pictures, and if so, have you got any recommendations?
Yes.
Yeah.
My flick.
Go on.
When I was throwing in the air and
Yep.
landing in
You were
front
holding
of,
your smartphone.
yeah,
Yep.
I had to do it that way. I couldn't do it with on a
No.
tripod. So them 3 stills, throwing in the air and landing, was all done on my phone.
Yeah, yeah. My first few videos on my channel that I did back in November 2017, I think maybe the first 4 or 5 were, maybe more than that actually, were filmed on my phone. Just had my phone set up on a tripod. And the biggest problem was that I was running out of memory too often. I didn't have that much memory on my phone. So I would, my phone would run out of memory halfway through a video, and it just interrupts the flow and the rhythm of what you're doing. So I quickly upgraded to a DSLR camera and a large capacity memory card. And that I've not looked back since then. It's been.
Chris, have you had actually like training with photography and that, like courses and that?
No.
Is it all your own?
I mean, years ago I went to university and did film, TV, and theatre, but we weren't using. We were using big U-matic tape cameras.
Yeah,
nothing quite like. But in terms of things like focus and telling a story and a narrative and things like that, then I suppose some of that will spills over. But no, just I've had an interest for years and years in photography and in video production. So I've kind of just and that's one of the reasons I love doing the channels, because I get to do that. I get to do what I'm interested in by making the channel.
Yeah.
So what kind of mic is that? Yeah, this is a Rode NTA 1. I use this for all the voiceovers that I do at home as well. Great quality mic. And I just edit in Audacity, which is really simple to use. So let's see what else we've got here. So Peter is saying that he did videos in Egypt and Peru, and they took about 2 hours to film and an hour to edit. And the hardest is to do it where people are not interfering with you. Exactly. Had the same experience when I was filming in Lisbon, in Portugal last summer, and I wanted a really classic Lisbon view from the top of the castle, and I tried for about an hour to find a location where I could maybe get away from the crowd but still have that beautiful vista looking out over the buildings and the ocean. And every time I set the camera up, a group of people would come by, and I just wouldn't have relaxed into the video enough to be able to do the video because I was getting people were interfering.
Yeah, go, isn't it? It's your eyes that go and give it all away.
And I can't believe what it was. The fragrance called a Lisbon. It's the video called a Lisbon unboxing, and I walked all the way up to the top of the hill to where the castle is, and I was finding, trying to find this really quaint little Portuguese street that I could film, and everywhere was just coach parties everywhere. It was just so busy, and I got as far up as I could go, and I found this one street. I think it had a little school on. The school had some beautiful coloured little flags, and it was quite quiet. So I set the camera up, and I thought I was going to have a few people walking back and forth in the background. And from when I started filming for the next kind of 20-30 minutes, not a single person walked down the road. And maybe a few people got to the end and saw me filming, so decided not to walk down. But most time people don't give a shit about that. And I just got really, really lucky with that video that I didn't get anyone. I couldn't believe it. It was like I had a set to myself. So I was really, really pleased I managed to get that one.
Yeah, that was really lucky.
So let's have a look at so yeah, free software. Yeah, everything I've edited so far has been on iMovie. What do you use for your editing, Nigel?
iMovie.
Yeah, it has its limitations. There's some little workarounds if you want to do some flashier stuff, but I do want to use Final Cut, which Peter uses, Final Cut Pro. And Peter, I don't know what your experience is with this, but I think if I suddenly start editing on something like Final Cut, I've got to take some time to learn the software. And I feel like at the moment I'm constantly filming and editing and filming and editing. So I feel like I don't have that time to learn some new software. I suppose you could just learn it on the fly as you're going along, but I worry that would slow my process down a bit. Because I
many does Peter produce? 1 a week, 2 a week? What's
Peter's doing more than 1 a week. I think two, if not three.
And he's on some lives now as well, isn't he? He does quite a few lives in the afternoon.
Yeah, and his second channel. Shout out to Aliens View.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
I'm
I've just
subscribed to
subscribed to
that.
today. Actually,
Yeah,
I've just
I'm
subscribed to Aliens
subscribed.
View.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Okay, it's pretty easy to learn. Final Cut take a couple of days. Yeah. And Joshua from Sense, he has Adobe Premiere Pro, but he hasn't stopped to learn it yet. Yeah, yeah. I've heard particularly with Adobe Premiere that that is a big one to learn. And
Chris,
Pete,
can I ask
yeah,
you a
of
question?
course you
Right.
can, mate.
How far in advance are your filming schedules? Are you like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or even further ahead? How far are you
It
ahead
depends.
of?
If I know if I'm going away, I'll try and get a few in the bag,
Yeah.
a few in the bank. But generally, I'm usually about a week ahead.
So I mean, like me, I know what I'm doing for my next 3 videos. That's
Right.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, how far ahead are you in that sense? Are you like, well, I've got this planned, then that,
Yeah.
then that, or
Sometimes I wake up in the morning thinking I've got to film a video, and I have a pick of a handful that I could do, and then I just sometimes decide on the day, or
yeah,
if I've got something that I'm kind of owing a review on. If someone sent me something and I want to
yeah,
get a review out there, then that kind of becomes a priority. But so I was filming one. I was filming one today. I've had a good couple of weeks. I've got a few in the bank.
have you
So yeah. So I've the one I filmed today will probably maybe go out in
2 weeks?
yeah, I think it might be about 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so in other words, you've got like you're well on top of this, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, but also I filmed one for Chad as well. So that was an
All right,
extra. So I have to, so if I'm doing that, I have to film one extra to my own.
right, okay. I mean, like me, I mean, I've got nothing in the bank. I've got my next two sorted, but that's as far as I've got. I've got
Right.
two where I'm planned, but there's nothing actually done, or so that's as far as I've got. And I actually let one go like about every 2 weeks. So that's about my thing every
Yeah.
14 days.
Your upload schedule is just going to be what fits into your lifestyle, because
Yeah,
if the channel starts to interfere too much with your life, which I've been close to it doing that on a few occasions, and you've got to go, whoa, hang on, let's get the
yeah.
priorities right here, because you can get into it, you get a little bit obsessed with wanting to get the
Oh, of
content
course you
out
do.
there.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Totally agree. Yeah.
So I've just, settled into a rhythm of 2 a week, and I really try to maintain that. But it's not the end of the world if it didn't come to that. In fact, I went down to one a week when I was away a lot over the summer, which I'll probably do again this coming summer, because I'll be away a little
Same
bit
with me, mate.
again.
I will have 6 weeks off during the
Yeah,
summer when the kids are off. That's family time, just a break, recharge,
yeah,
just get yourself some new ideas. And
yeah.
so
Sounds
from
good.
end of July till the end of August, you won't see me, but that's
It's
not a
good.
big thing. It's
It's good
just
that
a
you do
thing
that,
that,
mate.
yeah,
Good.
so you can recharge and get back.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Jonathan from Luxor is got a question for both of us. Do you each find the reactions to your videos are better on Instagram or
Instagram,
Facebook?
Instagram,
Instagram or Facebook, not
in,
Instagram or YouTube.
Instagram for me.
Okay, yeah, I don't
Instagram.
really, put much on Facebook in terms of posting my videos. So, I post a thumbnail in the Red Lessons group, and a link, but I don't get many people commenting really on there.
I'll tell you what now, us reviewers in Facebook channels are absolutely, they don't like us, mate. They don't like us.
Yeah,
They think we're all scammers. They think we're all freeloaders.
yeah.
That's the impression I get from Facebook groups.
Oh, we've got Chris from Undercover Fragrances. He's a very prolific uploader. He's getting one out, I think, pretty much every day, and he says it's
Right.
really hard to make a fragrance video each day. I think, a man or a man says if it's going to take you 10 hours every time, I don't think it's the right format for you. I've
Now,
got to say, I don't agree. If it takes you 10 hours to make something that you're really proud of, and you're happy to put out there, it doesn't matter whether you don't have to be uploading every day. If it takes you 10 hours to make a film that is going to be on YouTube for the rest of your life, 10 hours is nothing. I think it's absolutely fine.
for me, it's got to be about this.
Yeah.
You've got to have the feeling. I mean, for the upload I've just done, I could not do that for any fragrance. I have to have that feeling about it in the first place. I could not, like I said to you before, if someone said to me, "Oh, do me a video like that one," and just send me a bottle, it wouldn't work. I've got to have that feeling to do that, to bring out the imagination, if you like. If not, it's not going to work for me.
Speaking of imagination, Peter's just talking about Imagine Sense. See what I did there? And he's saying, yeah, Timmy's banging him out every single day. Don't know how he does it. Well, he keeps making himself sick. And then he even films a video when he's sick as well. He's like, hey, guys, I'm really sick.
This is where I shut up. I'm not saying nothing on that.
Yeah, I mean, he set himself this target of putting a video out every day, and there's no way I could do that. I mean, I don't know what else Timmy has in his life.
Is it value, or is it just for the sake of it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's growing subscribers, so I think
that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing it for. For me, I wouldn't put something out that wasn't useful, in my opinion. You know, anyone could put out, I mean, I think there was one he put out, 10 fragrances you ought to buy again. I mean, I'm not being funny, but everybody buys different fragrances. How on earth is that relevant to anybody?
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's
I know you're his buddy, mate. I mean, I'm not, but you are. But to me,
but you know, I mean, I think when you're watching a YouTube video, you're more often than not, you're tuning into the personality. You're tuning into the personality of the person presenting the video, and you know, you want the ideal combination is a personality that you engage with and you like, and also they're giving you valuable information. So, and I think, you know, I like Timmy on camera. I think he's really personable, and he's got good energy in his videos.
On there. It's just his content that I don't agree with, because I think he's just pumping it out for the sake of day. And I think that
I don't watch his videos, so I'm not sure about his content.
Well, I've stopped.
I do. I'm joking. I do. I do watch Timmy's videos
this now, because it's like, I think he's lost his. I don't know. He's lost his value in his videos.
I appreciate that, mate. I think there's a lot of people out there that still, you know, will find the value there because his channel is growing.
Yeah, definitely, it's working for him.
Yeah, and someone says, Many Gaga says, Timmy makes decent videos. If he wants to upload so much, then go for it. And it's like you said, it has a lot to do with personality for sure. Yeah, you know, if he wants to upload,
definitely.
every day. But that is the danger, isn't it? That is the danger. You can oversaturate with your video upload, and people.
There will be one day where he runs out of content.
I mean, the way I've looked at it is, I would hope, and I know not everyone, because my videos won't be everyone's cup of tea, but I would like to think that when people see my videos drop, the reaction is, "Oh, Chris has put out a new video, great! Oh, I'll make sure I watch that later, or watch it right now." And I don't want, if I was uploading every day, I would be really worried that people would see my upload notification and go, "Oh, there's another one from Chris. Well, I'll maybe watch it if I've got time."
Exactly my point, mate.
I don't want people to
value. Yeah. To me, there's got to be value in what you drop.
Yeah.
Whatever you're into, whether it's niche, whether it's designer, whatever, lists. But if you are dropping every single day, 365 days a year, you are going to come up with some content that is absolutely rank, because you're filling in time. Because no one can fill in 365 days worth of content of original stuff over 1 year. No one. And I just think he loses his, what's the word? It's the word like where, you know, he's got some value to it. It's some, oh yeah, that's good. It's like, yeah, okay, that's, oh yeah. I know what he's saying, but it's easily forgotten about.
It's a bit more disposable, is that what you? Right. Yeah, Peter's just saying he puts hard work in. It's not easy to do that much and keep it up over any period of time. I mean, I'm gobsmacked that he's done it this far. I think he's
But
I
where's
think,
he going to be in 3 months' time?
well, I don't know. Maybe he'll double his subscribers.
Yeah, content time. Oh, yeah, he will grow. He will grow. But I'm on about for the people looking in like me. If I look in, I'm thinking, what's he going to drop today? Have I seen this before? And the answer is probably yes. Somewhere along the line, I've seen this before.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, when he gets sick of doing it, maybe he will dial it back on the uploads. But I think he's enjoying it. He loves doing it, so he's.
Oh yeah, it's his channel. He can do what he wants.
I think we need to throw a challenge out for Timmy from Imagine Sense. Timmy, if you end up watching this video, I think I'll leave it up on my channel. So Nigel's video we're just talking about. He said it took him around 10 hours from starting to shoot it to finishing the edit and uploading it. It's 10 hours, if not more. So Timmy, the challenge is, can you spend 10 hours making a video and still continue with your daily upload? let's see if he can do that. Let's see if he can take on that challenge.
Yeah, that's probably my slow editing, mate.
Yeah, I agree, Peter. I think yeah, there's many people out there that find Timmy's content relevant, which shows in his channel growth. So but
that's just me personally, because I
I mean, not Nigel, you're entitled to your opinion.
I'm subscribed to 80 odd fragrance reviewers.
Yeah.
Now, when I see his content, if it doesn't appeal to me, I won't watch. I watch the ones that appeal to me, that are different, something I've not seen before, something that might, twitch my interest, if you like.
Yeah.
At the moment, what he's doing is very, I don't know, it's just mediocre. I'm sorry, but it's just mediocre. It's good quality what he does, but it's the content to me is like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, Timmy has done videos in the past where his production values have been much higher.
Yes.
But that takes time, as you know. That takes time, and it's not possible to produce that content with a daily upload schedule. I don't think
they would be the ones I would watch.
Yeah,
because I've not seen it before.
I'm just going to say we're just rolling up to 10 o'clock now, so I'm just going to wind this down now because I've got some Ozark on Netflix to watch. Ozark season 2, and I'm hooked. Even better than the first one. It's great. Anyone seen it? So thanks everyone for joining in. It's been great to have some questions, and if you've not yet seen the video that Nigel uploaded today, then go and find his channel, 2 cents worth, and
A Fragrance Affair.
A Fragrance Affair. It's the first video of its kind that he's done. And he's spent a lot of time on doing it. He's put a lot of time, a lot of effort into it, and I'd just like a few more people to see it, because he put so much effort into it. It would be nice for it to get some views, and it's really interesting to see. And bear in mind when you're watching it, this is the first time Nigel has changed up his format from sitting on a sofa. I think, well, you've been out on location a couple of times, but it's been kind of sat talking to, I really loved the dialogue. I think it was really poetic. I think you managed to get all the great points about the fragrance across in this lovely poetic way. So I really enjoyed it, mate. Well done. It's a good video. So go and check out that one.
Thank you, sir.
So this has been my first hosting of a live. We finally got it going. We had a few failed attempts, but we'll do another one soon.
Yeah.
Have a great evening, Nigel.
And you, mate. Thanks.
Go and start planning your next epic.
Okay, mate. Thanks a lot, mate. Take care.
All right. I'm just going to stop the broadcast. Have a great night, everyone. It's been good to chat. Bye bye.